All right, so now you've got your tools and you want to start going to the junkyard to find parts and make money off eBay. Get on Google, look up junkyards around me, and I would test the water with them. I would go to a couple of them and see what their prices are. You could go up there and ask, or you could go into the junkyard and find a couple of things you want. Normally, I would say with the average junkyard, emblems are gonna be under $5 a piece, so you may want to do some research while you're in the junkyard. I normally don't. The junkyard that I go to is really awesome. They mainly just care about metal. So if it's an emblem or plastic, anything, they'll charge me $5 or $10. So I usually get a bag full of emblems and it'll be $5 or $10. But like I said, that's not the case with every junkyard. Some junkyards are solely doing car stuff. So there's one around me in Clements that I don't normally go to. I used to go to it a lot when I was a teenager, when I started going to junkyards before I knew about a lot of the other ones around me. And they view themselves as an actual like parts house, like AutoZone or O'Reilly. So if you go in there and you buy something, it could be $20 and up. Like I had a 1992 Toyota Celica that the mirrors on it were fine, but I wanted some that I could paint. I don't remember exactly what my thinking was, but they had a 92 Celica in the junkyard and it had white painted mirrors, and I wanted to get them and paint them black, even though my mirrors on the car was already black. I don't know. But they charged me $20 a piece for the mirrors, which isn't terrible. I mean, if you got on eBay, they'd probably be $40 a piece. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was a deal, like 2 for 1. But as far as like wanting to keep your profit margins higher, like I do, my junkyard that I go to now is great for that, because I can fill up a tool bag filled with emblems and they'll be like $5 or $10 or whatever the case may be. I'm not a big fan of LKQ, places like that. LKQ really value their stuff. So LKQ, like, it's a really nice junkyard. Everything's organized. They upload what they have, and I mean, it's pretty much like they set it up for you. All you got to do is pull the part off. The junkyards that I would say I like the best are the ones that are solely in it for the metal. I don't have a tripod, so you're going to deal with me. The reason that I say lean more towards a scrap yard is because, like I said, they really don't care as long as it's not metal. If it's metal, they'll probably upcharge it, like fenders are $20 or hoods are $40 or $50. It just depends on what you want. But like, you can get the interior of a carpet, and I've done this before with that same Celica. They had one come into this junkyard that I go to now, and I pulled all the interior out. The interior was great in it. I should have gotten the seats, but I think the seats were black and my interior was blue, but for whatever reason the rug in this Celica was blue. So I got the carpet out of it, and I think he only charged me like $20 for it. So I got a brand new rug for my car, brand new to me, for $20. And that is insane, because if you were wanting to get that off of eBay, it'd probably be like $400. Because you got to think about shipping, you got to think about everything that there is to go in. It's a large item. They have to roll it up and pack it and ship it and everything. But yeah, call around. You can Google it, find you a junkyard you want to check out, go to that junkyard and see what their prices are on emblems. Like, say, you know, I've got a project I'm working on, I need car emblems. How much do you charge for car emblems? And yeah, they maybe it's $1, maybe it's $5. I mean, if it's $5, I probably wouldn't do that junkyard, because $5 for Emblems is pretty steep. I feel like the average junkyard should want like $1 for them. I feel like that would be a decent price to get in. I feel like I'm rambling too much. Anyways, we'll get to the junkyard and I will show you the process of what we do. All right, so here we have my everyday EDC for the junkyard. Like I said, I got a crescent wrench. We got one of those for the new bag. A couple things we didn't get for the new bag. I carry these in case I get like multiple emblems off one car, if they have separate letters instead of like one complete one, like the Tacoma one. They're all together, but some of them are separate, individual letters. So I get a Ziploc bag, put those all in the same bag so that I know what they go to. I do have a trim tool right here, a 10 millimeter socket with a little wrench right there. 10 millimeters, like the most universal socket. So that's a couple of things we don't have in the new bag. We do have some screwdrivers. A couple of these I found in the junkyard, so we have 3 in my bag right now. But we did get 2 of them right there. I don't have a Phillips head in my everyday, but now we do. And this guy, some Sharpies so that I can write whatever vehicle they came off of, and my putty knife, which, there you go, same right there, just from a different store. Pliers, I didn't have pliers in my everyday bag, but Austin's, my brother, he had a pair of channel locks in his, so we just shared them. And then the bags, this is just a DeWalt tool bag that came with something like a drill set or something like that, but we got this one right here for our tools. So we're gonna get everything put into this bag. This will be what we store our stuff in, and then we'll head into the junkyard. All right, so our first culprit is a Chevy Camaro. Just looking at it, that's sitting in it. It's a little tray that sits right there in front of the shifter. And yeah, that's a pretty good piece. If I had to guess, probably like $15–20 free shipping on that guy. So we will grab that. I'm thinking about getting, I don't have a hex or a star bit, whatever that is, but mirrors can be another good thing to get, and this one's got both of them in it. I just don't have anything to take them out with. So that's the cons of having a cheap tool bag. I will recommend, Walmart has a hyper tough like plastic case filled with tools. I have that. I love that thing. So if you want to have an assortment of tools, that's one way to go. All right, so the Camaro had the emblems on this side. Like I said, they're individual letters, so I got the C off, but all you gotta do is boom, and they come off. And then you just get your little Ziploc bag and you put them in there. And be careful, because some of these have prongs on them, so you don't want to break the prongs if they have those. And you can sharpen your putty knife to do better than this. I just haven't taken the time to do that yet, so. But yeah, there you have all the Camaro letters. You pick up the pieces you dropped and then put them in your bag and go to the next vehicle. There's an Astro. I'd love, well, I mean, the emblems are pretty real. Like, some of those get pretty bad. Those ones fade pretty good, but I wish I could find a set of those that are in decent condition. I'm not too upset since those are pretty much faded out and got nothing on them, but I bet there's some good stuff on that van, and it's just sitting on top of this bus. Sad day. Oh, it's got an ABS emblem on the back of it. I like that. It's got the spare on it. Dang, why'd they put that guy up there? So another thing you want to look for, we're inside of this Toyota Sienna here, is the owner's manual. So 2009 Toyota Sienna owner's manual, and they have all the little books that go with it. right there. That's probably their personal information, so we don't really care about that. Hello. But yeah, let's look these up and see what they're worth. So I'll do this live so you guys know what I'm doing. Let's see, 2009 Toyota Sienna owner's manual. And like some of these can be great, some of them can be bad. If it's bad, okay. Let's check solds. We don't have the leather pouch, I don't think. $25 right there. So at least 20 bucks. So we're gonna grab the owner's manual right there. Alright guys, sorry I got distracted with that car. A lot of cool stuff in it. I found, is this a RAV4? We got a RAV4. RAV4 emblems can be good, I believe. Does it have any of them? Yes, it does. It's got all of them. So we're gonna grab these. I got a little pocket on these pants. I keep my putty knife in there if I don't drop it. And like I said, you want to be careful because some of these have little nubs on them to hold them in place. So I'm gonna try and do this one-handed with the camera here. Maybe I can, I don't know. Can I set y'all up somewhere? I doubt it. Give me just a second, I'll show you. Alright, so I checked this one. This one doesn't have any prongs on it, so it just pulls off. This one also doesn't have prongs on it, so it just pulls off. I don't think I need that thing. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm dead wrong. But I don't know. This one may have a nub in it. So surprisingly enough, none of these had prongs on them. I took the black piece off the back of the Toyota emblem right there. We got the RAV4, and you have parts numbers somewhere on these, but you can probably look up Toyota RAV4 120. And there's the Toyota logo. No prongs. Some of them, when they do have prongs, it'll be odd because there'll be one like on one of these sides and then another one like maybe up here. So there'll only be two, and they won't be the same. Honda ones, they have like two prongs in the H, so they normally just pop out though. So this RAV4, actually, that sun visor would be good. It's missing one of the clips, so I don't really want to fool with it, but it did have the owner's manual with the little cover. What is this guy? I bet that's a good piece. It's got that. It's got these. I do like me some RAV4s. But you guys can take a first look at this with me. It's an Astro. No emblem on the back. I wonder what's inside. Hope it's not a dead body. What year was this put in here? 24. This thing was tagged in 24. What? How did it get all the way back here? How often do they rotate their cars? That's insane. Let me get to the front of it and we'll see what we can find. So this thing's like in the middle of a briar patch, but it looks like it was getting ready to be a camper van. They stripped it out. They started framing back there. I don't know what happened, but it's here now. Doesn't look like it has a lot good left on it. The seats are okay. You got the swivel captain's chair. Aftermarket radio. What's this? Dude! A Chevy emergency door key. That is amazing. And we got some money. Here's a dime. Sweet. I don't see. I want an owner's manual from an Astro. That's kind of my dream. The hood release is up. Somebody's been in the hood. I hadn't looked for the emblems yet. It doesn't have one on the back, but yeah, we got an Astro right here. You can see it's got the emblems, but they painted over them. Maybe I can get that paint off. We're gonna get the emblems, at least that one. Well, the emblem broke, so that sucks. I don't think I can get to the other side to get it. Dang, that would have been a good one. Would have been a good one. Alright, so here's what I was talking about with Honda emblems, because Acura and Honda, they're pretty much the same thing. They just do that, and they're out. They have two little prongs on the back of them, right there, but that's all there is to an Acura and Honda emblem. Alright, so here's a great example of feeling when to stop. Like right there, you get right there and it stops. You pop, and there's a little knob right there holding it on. So then you want to go past that, and there should be another one on the other side, right there. And you just removed an emblem without breaking the knobs off of it. Here is a newer model Acadia. I'm not sure what year, but we'll say like maybe a 2012. No manual in there. Got a Toyota cruise control in it. What's in here? There's a little dash. Center console tray. So, I mean, somebody breaks theirs. Yeah, we got that out of it. These are the little pieces I was talking about getting, because, I mean, they're slow sellers, but $20 here and there, it's good stuff. Now let's get the Acadia off, and maybe these SLT emblems. Got Acadia up here too. These are just so time consuming. These are where the money's at, the front grille emblem, but you need ratchets and stuff to take those off, so, and they can be really annoying sometimes. So I'm gonna see how big of a pain in the ass it is to get this radio out, because that radio might be like 200 bucks. So I'm gonna try that guy. So when I said having a trim tool is handy, you can get back there and you can pop this guy out and not mess up all the trim. So it should just be held on with some clips like that. And then on this side, let's see, right there. And then we just got to unscrew these and unplug the wiring harness, and we got a CD player. So our little multi screwdriver does not fit those, which sucks. I'm still gonna see if I can get it out somehow. So I've done all the hard work for somebody, and that's ready to take out. I did get this. This should still be worth something, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth as much as that bad boy. Hopefully it's still in here when we get back. It'll probably be Thursday before I can come back out here. Today's Tuesday, and I'll bring my socket set so that we can get that guy out of there. So we may not have been able to get the radio, but the TV remote was in the floorboard, so that's a win. I don't know how much that's worth, but we'll figure it out at the end of this video. Alright, for this next step, if you're anything like me, your wife scares you, so go ahead and do the dishes and clean up the kitchen, because you're about to make a mess of it anyways. So I just got back from the junkyard. I did the dishes first, took the trash out, cleaned up everything. You're going to want to lay out everything that you got from the junkyard, and I'll show you what all we got. We paid $20 for everything, so I think it's because we got that Buick climate control panel thing around the radio. But I think they charged me $10 for that and then $10 for everything else, but it is worth it. So let me get everything out, we'll go over it, and then I'll show you what to do next. All right, so for $20, this is our haul. Not too bad. Off the 2012 Buick Enclave, I guess that's how you say it. We got the climate control cluster panel here. We got the owner's manual. We got the trunk emblem, this little tray for the center console, the remote, and there is the Enclave and Buick emblems. We have some Impala emblems, the Acura HHR. This came off of an Astro van that had been too close to a fire, so some of it is melted, but that's okay. We still like it. This came out of a Mazda 3. It needs to be cleaned up. This is probably the coolest thing that we found. The emergency Chevrolet plastic keys. I think they're like one use, and they just conform to the key. I'm not exactly sure how they work, but I thought that was pretty cool. This came out of the Mazda 3. This little book. We don't have the book. We had the case. The Camaro emblems. I'm not sure what this came out of, but I'm sure it'll tell us somewhere on there. It'll have a part number or something. We'll be able to find it. Nissan Murano emblem, Impala, Hyundai Veloster emblems, Grand Am, the Legacy, the Toyota RAV4. These came off of a GMC Acadia, so I'm pretty sure the GMC Acadia and the Buick Enclave are super similar because both their trays are identical, and Buick and GMC are both under GM, so a lot of parts are interchangeable. We got this out of a Honda Pilot, I believe. It's not an ashtray right now, but if you take that out, it's an ashtray. Anyways, next to the Honda Pilot, we found the vintage Transformers, which was just insane. There's one of them's not vintage, but two of them are. We found Sonic, and I think that Murano that we got the emblems off of, we saved him. This is a tray divider for the roadside kit out of an OBS Chevy or GMC. So I figured that might have some value. I don't know. We'll try it out. If it don't, it don't. If it does, we can probably find more of them. I picked up Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. I don't have that yet, so I figured throw that in there. And I despise Alabama, but my favorite team of Alabama was the 92 team, and this DVD is the reason that I do like them. So my grandpa is a huge Alabama fan, and he has this DVD set, and he made me watch this, and it's a pretty good documentary. This is the RAV4 2007 owner's manual. We got that, and then the Toyota Sienna. We also got out of the Sienna, it was already taken out, the Prindle.
The Prindle.
Are you referring to the shift lever that says P-R-N-D-L?
I meant a child's Mosby. I know how to spell Prindle.
It is not something you spell. It is a gear shift. The letters stand for park, reverse, neutral, drive, and low.
But we got that out of there, and then all the owner's manuals, I kept them in that bag to make it easy to do. But now comes the fun part, cleaning all this stuff, which brings us back to the sink. We have to fill it up. You're going to need a brush like this. This is what I clean them with. It's an old shoe brush, but it works pretty good. And I have an old beach towel that I'll set out, and I'll set all my emblems and stuff on it to dry. Once they're dry, then we can list them, and then we're done with them. So all in all, we spent maybe, I don't know, 2 hours at the junkyard. Maybe not even that. It might have been like an hour and a half. But we got all that for $20. Now we just got to clean it. So I'll just put some soap in here with the stopper, and we will clean everything up, and then we'll start listing. Alright, so as you saw, it took about 5 minutes to clean all this stuff, maybe 10. We'll call it 10 just to be safe. But I do think this step is necessary because it's going to make your emblems look the best they can without putting any actual effort into it other than scrubbing them down for 5 minutes. But I don't really think it's necessary to take the double-sided tape off the back of them. A lot of them doesn't have it that bad, but some does. But you don't know what the people are going to use it for. Somebody might be just using it as decoration for a toolbox. Somebody may be using it on the car. Probably 8 times out of 10 it's going to be put back on one of the vehicles, but if they're just going to glue it onto a glove box or a toolbox, then you just wasted the time of taking the sticker off. So you could, and you could probably maximize off of it, but I sell these pretty cheap. I sell the emblems for between $8.99 and usually $19.99 free shipping, so I don't put in the extra effort to take off the tape. If there are some that are uncommon, like a first gen Dodge Cummins LE emblem that's worth like $40, those I may take and put more time in. But as far as this stuff goes, this is pretty good. I mean, your actual trays and stuff got a good scrub down. The emblems did get a good scrub down, just not the backs of them. So we'll let this stuff dry and then we'll get to listing everything. Alright, so we got everything listed, and the grand total of what is listed right now is $609. That's everything free shipping. So we'll say conservatively around $400. And we spent maybe max 2 hours doing this. So that's $200 an hour. It's going to take a long time to make that. But if you go consistently, you get new items, keep it listed. You need to have items listed to sell things. So the more variety you have, the better chance you have of selling things. So just stay consistent in what you're doing, and you can make potentially $150, $200 an hour based off your work with this. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a little fun along the way. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you next time.